Look at this. I think we can call that a skyscraper, right? I've got a new, very, very unique build that I want to show you. It's the 5-bedroom property that I have added to this world in my creative series, and I'm very, very excited to show you around it. I think there's lots of things to look at. It sort of follows this skyscraper skyline, if you like. It's pitched going from small to large and large to small. I've got the sand in the way at the minute, like I always do, so I'll be getting that out of the way, and then I'll be showing you kind of around this property. It's very, very quirky. It kind of like overlaps the pathway, but yeah, there's loads and loads of things to show you. So I'm going to do a little fly around tour to start with. You can get a bit of an insight look. You can sort of just see some of the decor inside. I've got lovely big windows looking out over all the sea views and I would say the city, but it's still more like a village, isn't it? But I'm hoping you can start to see how this is going to become more of a city with all of the skyscrapers, which I guess was the plan for it, but I wanted to start small. I think I don't regret that. There's definitely a bit of a narrative to kind of how things have expanded. So look, it's a bit awkward at the minute. There's fencing in it. I've not finished it off because I wanted you to see where the sand was before I destroyed it. So this is what I've come up with. I'm going to set about destroying the sand next, and then I'll give you another fly around tour of when it's finished because, yeah. So look, you can see here, that's where the cliff kind of came down. So I'm going to start removing those bits. There's loads and loads of things for me to talk about in this video because don't think, oh, it's just going around that and I'm going to switch it off boring. Because at the end as well, I revealed to you kind of, I don't know if you remember, previous episode, I'd moved a house and that was in preparation for turning an old house into a business or a shop. And that is sort of in the works. And I reveal that towards the end of the video. So stay tuned to see what I've done with that building. So yeah, let's get this sand removed and then we'll do a bit of decorating. I'm going to skim past this bit because it's not super exciting. Literally just putting the path in there. I mean, I don't know. I'm really happy that I've put the path kind of along the coastline. That feels like the right thing to do to me. It just meant that when I was trying to build this 5-bedroom property, I mean, yes, I could have squeezed the bedrooms in maybe somewhere else, but I wanted sort of a skyscraper near the front. It just means that the footprint for the base of this building, as you can see, is quite narrow, which is why I've made it overlap a little bit over the pathways. So yeah, I'm going to keep removing all of this fencing and all of this sand. I don't know. I know that people are probably like, well, why don't you just do that before the video? But I think it's really interesting to see where the level of the land was before I did the recording. I think it just gives a sense of authenticity to it, if that's even a word. Shall I check? Define authenticity. Must be a word. Must be a word.
Authenticity means?
Yeah, it's a word. Quality of being authentic. And I'm pretty sure authentic means realistic, sort of like that. Should we double check that one as well? Define authentic.
Authentic means undisputed origin.
Right, so of undisputed origin and not a copy. So it's definitely of undisputed origin and not a copy. Yeah, definitely stuck to how things should be. So now I can actually put, I mean, that flat up there, which I will show you in just a minute, basically didn't have a floor because of that fencing, but I wanted you to see where the fence was before I destroyed it. Which again, you might think, what's the point? But I don't know. I'm doing it for me, really, aren't I? But I know some people are enjoying this series, which is fantastic. Look at that. What a view. I think that's... I remember sitting there thinking this could make a great thumbnail, that. It's just kind of looking up at the skyscraper. You can see the other ones around it. So we've got this little bit to remove as well. And then where that X is that marks the spot, I really want to put like a nice kind of garden landscape area. I'm not sure what to do with that yet. I'll add it in at some point. And then we will see what I put in. I really struggled to kind of think about how I wanted to design it with that great sand barrier there, but I didn't want to remove the sand barrier. As you know, I want you to see kind of how it's changed. So yeah, I put that slab on the top. We've got a nice little pathway that runs along the shoreline now, which I think was the right thing to do. I think that's what I want. I can't wait to kind of unlock an extra bit and keep that going. That'll be really exciting. So yeah, we'll remove this sand barrier, and then maybe I'll do another fly around tour, and I'll show you the interior of the property. And you've also got that shop to look forward to as well. Yeah, I don't know. It's a really quirky build, this one. I feel like my other skyscrapers have just literally been same thing again and again. I know I tried to change the interiors of the brick one, but it's, you know, same wall layout up and up and up. Whereas in this one, yeah, here we go. Look, that's what I'll be showing you later in the episode. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, this one, as you can see, it gets bigger towards the top. So hopefully, yeah, it's going to be a bit quirky, a little bit different, plenty to look at, plenty to see. So this is your second fly around tour of the property. Apologies if you didn't want it, but it's interesting to see it now. Remember, this is the first time I've seen it without those sound barriers too. You kind of got to picture what it'll look like. So it has got those overhanging bits that really remind me of York and how the buildings like overlap the streets, the old ones. But it was just a case of space. It was such a small base for the building because I wanted that path in along the shoreline. Really had to think about how I could make the space above, and I didn't want it to be too tall either. So it's just about getting all that right. So I'm just done a walk around tour there so you can see what the base of the property's like. We've got these great big windows. Really hoping to put a little flat in there at some point, so I can't wait for that. I'm just walking down here to kind of see what the approach is like this way. Yeah, look at that. I think it's the perfect angle to appreciate the architecture of the building. And I like that it overhangs the path a little bit. That does happen in some cities. So yeah, definitely getting towards that city feeling, definitely. So this is meant to be a little shop. This is actually like the back entrance to the shop. It's meant to be for when they get deliveries. I'll explain that door in just a minute, but I can't decide what to do with this shop. So if anyone has watched this far, I'm sure there'll be somebody. I know I've got loyal supporters. What should I do with this shop? I mean, I don't know whether to make it on the Fishmonger, boring. Do I make it a Greggs? Do I make it a Subway? I know I've got a loyal supporter that would love it to be a Subway. Yeah, or do I do something else with it? I think a little surf shack would be ace. So let me show you where this goes to. It's meant to be kind of like the back area for the shop. So that's a lift. And I didn't really think it through, but to get to the storeroom, because that's where it goes to. The storeroom, yeah, I don't like the little window there. The storeroom for that shop, it's kind of hidden in there, but to get to it, you would use the lift. So you've sort of just seen the lift, but we're cutting through this property at the minute. I will show you properly in a minute. That is where the lift gets you to. So just in here, that is the little storeroom for the tiny property at the bottom. I mean, it has to have a storeroom somewhere, doesn't it? There's just not enough space, unfortunately. It's a very tight space, but I think I've done the right thing. So yeah, that's one entrance from the lift into this property. It has got another door though. Might as well show you while I'm here. Look, little seating area. Nice views out that way when it's finished anyway. It needs a bit of attention. And this is the entrance from the stairs. So I guess while I'm here, this is the bedroom. It's a one-bedroom flat, this one, and that is the bathroom as well. So yeah, I think it's nice. I think it's scenic. I didn't really show you the kitchen property, but there's plenty of opportunity. I hope to see those. So finishing with the other flats then. Again, you've got your stairway entrance, or you can use the lift. That's the kitchen. Little seating area, living room space, dining space, and this is really empty. I mean, I think maybe I should have put something else in there. I don't know. Another bedroom. I think we need paintings in there, and I do add a couple towards the end, but look at the views. Lovely views. I don't know what to do about that tiny little island. Do I unlock it or just, I don't know. It's so small you can't put anything on it, really. And then this is your little shower room. Okay, so yeah, nice space. Very, very nice space. And then if we go up even further out of this flat, we'll take the stairs because the lift obviously is just pretend. It doesn't work. So up, this is the final property at the top. Yeah, lovely paintings in this one, so I've copied the painting ready. I think this is a new painting. I've never seen this one before, but very pretty. I've got two of them. Look, I've gone painting crazy in this one. There's just loads of empty walls, look, that I just like to fill. So yeah, same paintings are coming up again and again. It doesn't really bother me. I like the pretty ones, really. So yeah, little kitchen area. This goes out to where the lift is, obviously. You've got nice views from your kitchen. Imagine that. Beautiful. This is the bathroom. You'd have to imagine, again, it's either got a blind or one of those fancy windows that goes opaque. Seating area, living area, which I've sort of already shown you. Dining area with nice views. So this is one of the bedrooms looking out over the sea. Very good, very nice. In the hood with the guys. Hello, chicken nugget. All that stuff. Very good, very nice. So this is another bedroom. I feel like the paintings in there have gone really gothic. They just seem gory to me. And this is my first ever single bed bedroom. Like, normally I'm crazy about double beds, aren't I? But there just wasn't the space for it without making the building go further out or further up, which I didn't want to do. So we've got a very long, strange, thin one bedroom there. And that's that third property. So that's how I've done the 5 bedrooms. It's a one bed flat, a one bed flat. I'm just going to put these paintings in here, make it a bit more decorative. Yeah, what is that? What actually is that? I have no clue whatsoever. No clue. So yeah, it's we've got a one bed flat, and there's a 3 bed flat at the top. I suppose the building gets bigger towards the top, doesn't it? Has anyone got any thoughts on that? Do they like it, dislike it? Another new painting. Must be loads of new paintings that I'm not aware of in this game. So yeah. Oh, same painting again. That's a very popular one. At least there's just something to look at on the walls. It makes it a bit different. That'll be a nice view, won't it? I can't wait to get rid of that ugly 5-bedroom house. So I suppose we're getting to the point where we're going to get Siri to start picking which direction we're going in and how many bedrooms to add. I wonder if I should include 0 to that number of bedrooms. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? But not sure. Again, I don't know. Let me know your thoughts, but I might keep it the same for now. I've not really thought about that. Yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, I need to show you this this kind of shop, don't I? So this is going to be a shop. My plan is to make it a co-op. I know someone has suggested I have a Tesco. I could make it a Tesco, but I'm really thinking a co-op or a spa, something like that. It has got the old house just inside it. Look still, because I want to show you how I changed it instead of just completely changing it. So it's got the old house there, but I'll change that for maybe the next episode. I don't know how long it's going to take me. So we're going to have a nice big village store appearing in the middle, which seems practical. So we're finally getting to the point of, shops, workplaces. Very excited for that. I just had to start the series somewhere, so thank you to anyone that's kind of followed along. And I love now that if you want to, you can go back and see where it started. It's a proper journey, proper series. I just think if it was me at home watching, I'd want things to look forward to, or I don't know, series are best because you get hooked in it. I mean, I appreciate maybe you're not hooked in my series, but I definitely feel like the more this is going on, the more it's getting exciting. We're getting new buildings, different properties, different heights of buildings, more space unlocked. So very excited for that. Right, we've got no north options left. I think Siri's really biased towards picking 1. I've noticed that because I've started using Snapchat AI and it's picking a lot bigger numbers. So the east options, I'm going to have to point now because I've been talking, that'll be... Oh, hang on. I'm looking at the south options now. So east is east 1, east 2, east 3. The south options I've just gone past. I can always summarise at the end of the video. And the west options I'm going to point to in just a second. So that's west 1, west 2, west 3, west 4, and west 5. So let's see which one we're going to get then. Remember, there's no north options left. So this time, do I just do between 1 and 3? Pick a number between 1 and 3. Going to work. 1. I swear Siri's biased towards 1. Not a problem. So that means we're going to unlock, it has to be an east direction. So interesting. It's either going to be, I didn't say them, so that's east 1, east 2, east 3. They're the only options. So again, pick a number between 1 and 3. 1 again. I swear Siri is biased towards 1. So we'll be unlocking that tile. Not super exciting. Now let's see how many bedrooms we need to add to the world. Pick a number between 1 and 5. 4. So we're going to try and add a 4-bedroom property. I don't really know kind of what that terrain's like. So yeah, we'll see what I come up with. Maybe I'll try and finish that shop off too if I can be bothered. I'm lucky I've got a bit of time today and I'm loving doing recordings. So yeah, let's try and do an extra... I'll finish the shop off and add extra 4 bedrooms to the game. Although I could actually, I really want to use up the spaces in there and redesign that property. So there's loads of things that could happen. No idea what I'm going to do. If you've got any suggestions for what you would like to see in this series, please let me know. But please bear in mind, this should be going out a long time after it's been recorded. We'll see. But thank you for watching. I hope you found it interesting. And we'll see what I come up with for the next episode. Au revoir.